What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode on EI Entertainment Studios, back at it with another debate video. Today's debate video is going to be based on Godzilla 2017 versus Shin Mecha Godzilla. So how this debate video is going to go is we're going to go over the backstory, all the characteristics of the main opponent. In this case, it will be Shin Mecha Godzilla. And then we will go over Godzilla 2017 after we do that, and then we'll go to the final battle, which is, putting these two kaiju's abilities to the test and putting the scenarios of them fighting. So without further ado, let's begin with Shin Mecha Godzilla's backstory. Shin Mecha Godzilla came to be when Godzilla Earth was becoming too overpowered and dominant over the Earth, where to a point that all humanity feared of extinction. So the last measure they could possibly take is to insert Shin Godzilla's DNA into Mecha Godzilla, making it a true robotic nightmare known as Shin Mecha Godzilla. Okay, and that's a pretty solid way of making Shin Mecha Godzilla, don't you guys think? Height is massive. He stands at approximately 525 meters tall. And for the abilities, I'm going to quickly go over the abilities and then we'll go a deep analysis after I go over everything else. Evolution, anti-EMP, EMP shutdown, robotic evolution, weed whacker bullets, it's a funny joke you'll get in a bit, hologram bluff, engineered repair system, bio horror recreation. Now the aggression level is maximum on this monster, territorial is yes, and biome is Earth and space. That's pretty much it. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to go over the abilities and do a deep analysis on that. Evolution comes from the most basic part of Shin Godzilla's abilities, as he can evolve to fit into any circumstance, anything that he needs to do. Well, you can do it. For example, in the movie, a good example would be one, he evolved to standing on his legs. He evolved into a different form, right? Where his dorsal plates would actually be a system of trying to kind of cool down his body, because he is a walking nuclear reactor. And also another evolution is this is a big spoiler. At the end of the movie, we can see he actually recreates humanoids, right? Well, that kind of puts it into play. What did he see? He saw humans. Well, him having a Shin Godzilla body emphasis, obviously, and seeing humans, he's trying to evolve into a newer form to fit the circumstance. Well, that's why the DNA gave the evolutionary power to Shin Mecha Godzilla. You're going to see how that's going to play a huge role in this fight as we're progressing. Anti-EMP, being as a crazy monster already he is, EMP will not work on this behemoth. Shin Mecha Godzilla will not get affected by EMP at all. Yet not only getting affected by EMP, as we are going into the next ability, will be the EMP shutdown. Not only, as I said, never will be affected by EMP, he will also be able to shut down anything that consists of EMP powers. Now keep that in mind as we head more further, because that's a huge role in this battle. Robotic evolution. Now this kind of definitely ties into the first ability. As we said, the Shin Godzilla's DNA gave the evolutionary powers. Now Shin Mecha Godzilla has transformed it into robotic evolution. So what this pretty much means is, let's say for example, he's in a fight, right? He's in a fight and his lasers are not affecting the monster that he's battling. Well, that's where robotic evolution will take place. He will do a quick analysis on his kaiju that he's battling, see the weakness, and will quickly make a brand new atomic ray or a new missile that will definitely have that weakness in it. They'll have that substance in it that has the weakness that the other monster has, and will take them down. It's a very powerful ability. Insane. Okay, Weed Whacker bullets. Now this is kind of making fun, but I love Godzilla Earth. I think he is insane. If you guys watch my videos, I make a lot of videos on him. He's really cool. So please do not take it in a bad way, but I just thought it'd be funny because he is from a plant kind of based DNA called Weed Whacker bullets. This is a little bit taste. I put in this ability to kind of make you guys understand what really how powerful this ability is of the robotic evolution. Weed Whacker bullets, for example, as we all know, Godzilla Earth has specific skin molecules that are very, almost impossible to penetrate with any type of bullets or atomic ray, I don't know however you want to put it, right? Like a monster's battle beam. So that's a good way of saying it, as Shin Mecha Godzilla can evolve a new ray that will indeed break into it, which is now called the Weed Whacker bullets because it goes through his plant-based skin. Just one taste of it. Now going into a next one is Hologram Bluff. This is probably, if not one of the most strongest abilities that Shin Mecha Godzilla ever has, and that is the Hologram Bluff, meaning he can kind of go invisible to his opponent by making another hologram of his opponent stand in front of him and distract his opponent. So for example, in this case, if he's versing Godzilla Earth, he can make a hologram that looks so realistic to Godzilla Earth that Godzilla's like, wait, there's two of me? It's gonna kind of stun him for a second. And that's when Shin Mecha Godzilla can really cause a lot of damage there. Moving on, we have the engineered repair system. Now this ties into the robotic evolution. If anything breaks or malfunctions in Shin Mecha Godzilla, it is an automatic repair immediately. The level of engineered in this is way over our generation, and it quickly fixes it automatically. It's like saying a white blood cell. If you've ever taken a bio class, you know how something rips in your body, white blood cells will rush to the blood area or the opening and clot it, yeah, whatever. I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but that's the basic thing of it. So this is just like it. Automatically it understands what's wrong and it fixes it within 3 to 5 seconds. It's quick. It's bam bam bam. Next we have the last one is the bio horror recreation. This is scary. This is really scary. This comes from the last ending of Shin Godzilla, where he recreated those humanoids. This Mecha Godzilla version, Shin Mecha Godzilla, has that ability. He can recreate his opponent half flesh, half robotic. That is just creepy. Will he have enough time to recreate it in the fight? No, it takes quite a few weeks to recreate it. But if he does manage to get away, or he defeats his monster, he has time to do it, he will do it. You know, at the end, ultimately making a huge, massive army for himself. Well, that puts it to that. That was a lot of explanation. Wow. That was all of the abilities of Shin Mecha Godzilla. Let's go into Godzilla 2017, and then let's go to the final battle. So we're almost there, guys. So let's head into Godzilla Earth. I'm excited for this guy. Okay. So, for Godzilla Earth, first of all, Godzilla Earth is the biggest Godzilla of all time. After the last anime film, which is Godzilla the Planet Eater, he stands 319 meters tall. Massive, massive, massive. He has not been in a live-action film at all, which I think it would have been pretty cool if he was live-action. But it's a personal opinion. I just prefer Shin Godzilla over Godzilla Earth. I don't know. I just think he's a cooler design. But as I said, no hate to Godzilla Earth at all. So going into the abilities, some abilities that Godzilla Earth has that will help him out is one is cell division, charged particle breath. Now charged particle breath is just like a normal atomic breath that Godzilla has. As I said in all my videos, it's just like a stronger version of an atomic breath. And moving on to red spiral particle breath is just like an atomic breath like what Burning Godzilla has, pretty much. It's like a very strong atomic breath, just like the charged particle breath is. Now moving on, he does have an electromagnetic pulse and an electromagnetic shield. Also, an electromagnetic underwater booster, which is great and ideal for fighting opponents in the water. He does have an instant tissue regeneration and a lack of skeletal frame. But the lack of wait, before I move on, I actually want to give this an emphasis. The lack of skeletal frame is a huge advantage for Godzilla Earth, because it's just like, imagine having a more flexible body. Imagine what stuff you could do while, fighting an opponent. A lot of stuff, a lot of maneuvers that most opponents wouldn't be able to that have a skeletal frame. It's something to consider, right? He does have metallic tissue fibers, which indeed give into being a very hard skin to penetrate, especially with bullets or any type of atomic blast or any type of fire or something that's trying to penetrate his skin to hurt him. Just put it that way. It's just like taking a biology class. Or no. I'm going back into Godzilla. Well, you could kind of connect it to bio class again. I mean, I've already done one before. I've done kind of a real life check with that, right? You take a bio class. If you have the stronger skin, right? You have 2 layers of skin, right? And I think it's 2 layers of skin. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. I've finished high school for a while. I'm in college now, and I am not majoring in biology, so no, thank you. But it's more than 1 layer. I can tell you that. And just think of it as multiple layers. That's what this is. Moving on, he does have molecular management, which makes him much more difficult to fight as an opponent. And last but not, but before we go there, he does have an oscillatory wave, which is just like a sonic blast. Also, he has something called, or turns into, Scarlet Godzilla. If you've ever played Godzilla Unleashed or Godzilla Save the Earth, you have experiences when you collect enough crystals, you can go into something called Rage Mode. Just like in the film with the nanometal, it's pretty much kind of, not exactly, but kind of the same thing, pretty much. Same concept. But now, let's go on into the fights. Now we're gonna go in 2 different scenarios, best out of 2, far range and close range. So let's see what Shin Mecha Godzilla can use and cannot use against Mecha Godzilla from a far point range. And in terms of this video, he will go at, well, these kaiju will be 700 meters apart. So evolution doesn't need distance for that, so he could use that. Anti-EMP, sure. EMP shutdown, yes. Robotic evolution, yes. Weed whacker bullets, well, yeah, I mean, if he's gonna shoot something, it's probably made to go far distance, so yeah, that's acceptable. Hologram bluff, no, I don't think that's gonna work at that range. Engineered repair system, of course. Bio horror recreation, he can. Is he gonna have the time to do it? No, so we could cross that one out too. So out of all his abilities, we could take out 2, pretty much not gonna really affect his performance at all. Now, putting that at that, of all the abilities we've talked about Shin Mecha Godzilla, let's see how he can stack up against Godzilla Earth with all the abilities that I gave. And Godzilla could use pretty much every ability that he has, except, I guess, punching and kicking, right? Because they're not face-to-face. That's for the second one. And first of all, Shin Mecha Godzilla, the first thing he will do is analyze his opponent and find the #1 weakness. He's gonna find out that most of his bullets are not going to be penetrating his skin because of the metallic tissue fibers. Well, that's why you have this robotic evolution. We'll evolve a different bullet, we'll find a weakness in his skin, boom, that's in. He will have no shield to protect himself because of the anti-EMP, and he cannot use EMP because he has, well, wait. Yeah. True. I kind of switched them. EMP Shutdown. So he will not be able to use his EMP shield because anything that has EMP in it will get shut down. That means his shield will get shut down, Godzilla Earth shield. And he cannot give out an electromagnetic pulse because if he does, Shin Mecha Godzilla can go anti-EMP and even sometimes reversing it onto his opponent, but it's not going to do anything to Godzilla Earth. But it does mean his shield will get shut down, leaving him vulnerable. And here, as space, oh my gosh, Shin Mecha Godzilla analyzing and just creating more and more ways of defeating Godzilla Earth within seconds of all his weaknesses, just analyzing him, just creating, boom. Godzilla Earth does not stand a chance, at least in this type of abilities. So we're gonna go 1-0 at the moment in favor of Shin Mecha Godzilla. Now close range, this is literally, I mean face to face, like in each other's faces. Godzilla Earth will definitely overpower Shin Mecha Godzilla, as in yes, he will rip out a mechanical arm, he will probably pull his head out of the place, break a tail, but that's why he has something called engineered repair system, something that's over our generation, something that's so advanced that it recreates and re-engineers what was broken within seconds and replaces it. Head comes off, new head comes out within seconds. Hand replaces it. And sometimes, since he has the robotic evolution, will even create a better one if it gets broken. Just like another bio lesson, yay! Just like, for example, you go work out, you rip your muscles, you tear your muscle when you work out, they come back better and stronger, right? That's the same concept as this. So yes, Godzilla Earth, strength-wise, you will definitely hit him. Even though Shin Mecha Godzilla is taller, it does not matter. Size does not matter. Matthew Broderick Zilla definitely proved that to us. No hate. But, that's true, Godzilla Earth is stronger, but, as I said, it kind of equals it out as he does a quick repair system, saying that will be no shield and all the EMP shut down. Same thing will be, he will use the Weed Whacker bullet, which is pretty much a evolved way of a bullet that will destroy plant-based DNA, which is Godzilla Earth. And let's just say Godzilla Earth does have some evolutionary powers in him, does, you know, somehow stand to oppose that. Well, Shin Mecha Godzilla will immediately make a new anecdote to that weapon and shoot at him again and will take him down. So I just see no way. I don't see a way that Godzilla Earth could definitely take him down. But, you know, I guess you could say it's my opinion. But please, if you guys do have a different opinion, any other way of seeing this, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to hear what you guys want to say. Most importantly, leave your requests in the comment section below. It was a huge pleasure making this video for you guys. I really want to say thank you, and thank you, really. And as always, please be safe and have a wonderful, amazing, beautiful day. Thank you.